Hey everybody, the Banga's back! Welcome to part 6 of Let's Play Jersey Devil! Alright, so for anybody that watched the last episode in its entirety, including the last few seconds, here's what happened. I finished a recording, didn't even finish the level, by the way, because this level is insanely long and insanely tedious. I accidentally hit load state instead of, like, stop recording. Which means I had to redo that slide level, the secret level, which is also a slide, and the first half of this level. All over again. Thankfully, I just tried my best to replicate exactly what I did. Well, maybe not exactly, I probably had more lives. That might be the only difference. Oh. That locker looked very wonky. Yeah, oh wow. That still hits you even from there? You can't outrun it either. What? That's awful. Speaking of awful, I can hear that vibrator going again. You know what that means. Camera drone time again! Oh my, hit the button! Hit it, thank you! Why was that so hard? It's just a button! For Christ's sake. At least the pigeons that are just crapping their own eggs at you are easy to hit. Now there's 3 cranks, so I had to hit them all to get across here. So I have to be on the lookout for buttons everywhere then. That means I gotta find all the buttons I can get up there. Okay. This looks like it just leads back. I don't know if that's a shortcut or anything. Wait, why don't I need to hit this? Oh. Oh, nice. 3 lives in a row. There we go. Wait, what do you mean I can't? Oh, I can go back. It's not like there's anything else there for me at all. Hold on, was there? Was there a missing nitro box? Maybe there wasn't any nitro down here. Okay. Well, this works for me. This saves me a little bit of trouble, I hope. A mouse. I don't think it can hurt me. It's pretty small. I'm not gonna take my chances on it, because knowing this game, it probably does hurt me. That's how little faith I have in the balancing of this game. Aha! There was something else over here. That's a trap. Wait, they all are traps? Is there anything under this? No? Anything under this? No? That might be there just to deal with that rat. But why would I need it? I can fight it myself. I'm a strong, independent Jersey Devil. Y'all better recognize I see a hostage. I see the crank up there. Can I push this? No? But I can push this. This thing that is bigger. Sure, game. I believe you. You are now free. Oh, I could have used this box too. Oh! There was a hole under that one! Huh, good thing I didn't push that box to get to the crank. Or I would have just skipped it entirely. Oh no, this shit again. I can't believe I gotta do this again. It wasn't fun the first time. Why do you think it's gonna be fun the second time? Well, because of the issue with accidentally loading the state, I had to do this again, too. This entire stretch. Okay, at least the rope is just right there. Okay, so this part's really short. And there's no other reason to hit the other barrels, I see.
You'll never catch me.
What the? Okay, I found the button for one. That took all 5 seconds. I don't know if I'll need the TNT for anything special. We shall see, I guess. Can I use the TNT to open the grate? Huh, not with that attitude, I'm not. Ah, here we go. That's how you get the letter. Oh, and it comes back down. I wonder if it would have killed me if I just stayed under there. Knowing my luck, it probably would. Keep going this way. I know I can't even leave this section until I get all the letters anyway, so it doesn't matter. What happens if I hit all the buttons? What then? Something tells me I should have just, explored first. Because look at all this stuff I'm probably gonna miss if I just kept going. Yeah, I think I'll just hop back down and have to do it all again. That's how it is, I guess. I tend to explore things in the wrong order. Still need to find another hostage. I'm pretty sure I only rescued one. That would be pretty funny if one of the hostages is actually inside this barrel. N. I did it. Oh! There was nitro under these grates, too! Oh, you just clip right through. Okay, well at least it's not instant death. That's a good thing, I suppose. There's 2 more nitro, then. Could they be under these grates, too? I'm gonna keep scouring. I might find it. I don't know if it's on top of the bigger boxes. The forklift just moves so erratically. I had to think about what I was saying, because I almost say the forklift moves erotically. And if there's any machinery that knows how to be erotic, it's forklifts. So strong and muscular, just being able to do the heavy lifting. What could be more erotic than that? That's right. Nothing. Wait, I could have just, done this part on the bottom level. I didn't have to go all the way around. I just wasted my own time. Bats! Great, not to spin near every window. And they still find a way to hit me. Even when I'm prepared, I still get hit. Oh my god. And if you get hit, you're down for a couple seconds. And that pushes you farther back. Okay, there's more nitro over here. I think I'm gonna have to move. This box to get up there. I'm probably gonna be doing this an awful lot. Will this be enough? Okay. This better not be the end of the level. So I'm still missing a hostage and a nitro. Yeah, there's more. What's this? Why is there a big wall of nitro? I mean, TNT over here. Oh! Okay, that was clever. Plus, I saw the nitro. It's on a stack of boxes. Alright, that was easy enough. How do I open this, then? I don't know. Could it involve those floating crates? What? Huh? The gorilla's name is Nuke. How do I hit this thing? It seems I can only attack him when he's eating. But only once. That's a pretty slow fight. How long does he take before he starts eating? Like every 10 seconds or so? That's not a short time that you have to wait in between attacks. Because this was technically somewhere within the area I was in. What happens if I die here? Do I just respawn in front of the boss? And if not, does it retain its current health level? Uh-oh. I think he's pissed now. Oh great, now he's angry. Oh god, he was dizzy, but... Okay. I had to jump over him, it seems. But I have to be fast. Just hit him on his tiny ass. Got him. That's it? That's the end of the level? That was interesting, I guess. Alright, I might as well save. You know, to avoid what happened last time. Excuse me. Yeah, it looks like there's not much left to the game. That minion definitely gets a lot of mileage. Alright, I know I can go that way, however... Maybe I should go to Monkey's Trail next. How much of this do I have to redo? Hope it's not the entire thing. Oh, there's just a rope right here! Oh, I missed the alligator and I died anyway. Son of a bitch. Well, at least it's only just that. Imagine if I had to redo the whole thing. That would have been the worst pacing ever. Wait, what do I do if I want to go back to the first area? Because remember, I need a power level, I think, of 9? Oh, it's just back here anyway. Okay, that works for me. Alright, the Nitro is in the same spot as before, so why don't you give me a few minutes and I'll just grab all the ones I did in the previous video. Alright, I got them all, so let's continue. Unfortunately, if I did 100% that previous level, where actually it was the crypt, I could have done the secret level right now. Now I just gotta figure out what I need to do with this monkey so I can get to the level. Where did it go? I don't remember. That was probably where I came from the first time. I don't think I have to do anything with the crane, do I? Yeah, I'm not replaying that level. I don't need to. The banana! If I can get to the banana, we'll be in business. Don't worry, Nuke, I'll help ya. Can't believe I have to help a Nuke. How do I knock it down, though? Do I just touch it? Oh, I guess that worked. You hungry? You good? Look at him go. He's schmoovin'. That one banana gives him fuel for hours. Ah. I needed him to get me up there. What the hell? Oh, now I'm up in the sky. Oh dear. Box platforming for days. Let's go. Because every platformer has to have, like, a floating platform level. Where you're just up in the clouds. That was their way of shoehorning it in, I guess. Okay, so the blue ones, they're kind of like seesaws. I see how it is. I saw how it is. There's a checkpoint. Kind of think of it. Didn't any of the amazing boxes part of the level have a checkpoint? I think it was all in that sewer tunnel. And that's it. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for that net to swing by. So really watch my step. Up! What? I'm hitting you! Why are you taking forever to die? You were never this tough! Are these things immortal now? Oh my god! I freed the hostage, and during the animation, the rat was actually swinging at me, and it did damage anyway. Even though I couldn't move. Yeah, that part was not programmed correctly. Okay, so same as before, make sure you're gliding on the TNT, not jump. Can you imagine if I actually managed to kill the rat just by doing the jump? Or, like, dropping the box on it? Why are these things so tough? They don't drop letters! It just seems so jarring that enemies take way more hits to die after I power up. That's stupid! It doesn't even make sense to me. Oh, I should have waited for it to go up so I can have a better bit of leverage. Okay, that gave me enough time. I mean, I can handle the platforming part of the game just fine. It's the camera part that I can't really handle most of the time. Oh, there's the nitro. Are they all in one place? I hope so. If the game usually does something, they don't always be dickish with hiding nitro. Usually it's just right in the middle of your path, to make it hard to miss. So I guess the real issue with the balance is just like how tough enemies are. And despite how, you know, pretty clear-cut the platforming is, it does have moments where it's just slow. What are these? We're even in these boxes anyway. Why are they just up in the air like this? Uh-oh. Try not to lose my footing. Why do I feel I need to get on this? What happens if I do? But I can't get back up. It doesn't look like I need to. Alright, we'll continue. Now where am I? Am I back in the original part of the level? But I'm on the barge? Okay, I'm gonna need to hit all these barrels. Because it's just the Narf stuff again. But I might want to get rid of this guy first. Alright, I got the K. Now I need to look for the N. I don't even know what that did. How do I even attack it? Oh my god, that's the ultimate throw. Or maybe I'm supposed to spell Narf first before I can even get up there. I better stay down. Okay, that's what I gotta do. Oh my god, the perfect throw again. Oh god, the goals. Heard the sound effect yet? Huh? Where's the F? Guys, I think the sound effect might be broken. Now it's just playing the whole time. No, it doesn't even... Okay, now it stopped. Holy crap. Wait. What's this? I see a letter down there, but how do you bring it down? Can I walk on the, edge of the barge? No. It's gonna be awkward. Oh. I guess I have to wait for it to hit the ground completely. Oh, there's the F. It looks like there's some cranks over there. I think those are cranks. How do I hit them? Huh. Okay. How do I knock this down, then? Oh, just hit it. Same as the others you normally do. Okay. Maybe I should ride it the whole time. Let me see what that does. 'Cause I didn't stay on it all the way. Aha! There's the F. Now where's the K? Oh! I didn't see that box. It just popped right in. That was weird. Now I have to walk all the way back to the other side of the barge. That's a bit of tediousness. At least I know where it is. I'll have to use the stairs. Remember, no smoking! Nobody better be smoking! When we get over there... Speaking of which, oh, there it is. I was wondering, like, how do you get up there? There's no stairs from the bottom. You have to jump up and get it. So I guess people that can't jump, I'm sorry, I guess they can't get in. I'm sorry.
You'll never catch me.
Okay, now we're inside. Well, at least they're putting nitro everywhere, so that's a plus. Sadly, they also put in those small enemies. Oh god, they... Up! Frame 1! I was standing on the nitro. That happens. What do you mean I have to hit all the levers again? What's the point of that? Why is it... Oh my god. And it drops letters, so I have to fight them all. Fuck you! Stupid rats! That's what they really should have done with this game. I know I said it before, but I'll say it again. If you're getting power upgrades, certain enemies just take one less hit to die. Because now it feels like I'm powering up, but doing less damage. Which is the opposite of what it should be. Oh, that's not a door that opens. And there was no nitro on that side, except for the one I already claimed. Oh. I see how this is going. I have to grab all these letters one at a time. Because I can go down, but I can't go back up unless I'm over here. Good old artificially lengthening this part as much as possible. Wait. Surely I could just jump up here and get it. Okay, so I didn't have to do what I thought I had to do. Stop doing the armpit thing. That is one thing I'm surprisingly unable to do very well. Like, try to, like, stick my hand into my armpit and close it as fast as I can to make a farting sound. Like, I've never been able to do that. Maybe it's sort of the best. Oh god, what's this? Oh, so the timing might be a little off. So that means I got these moving platforms, and I got this spike blade. So if they're out of sync, it might be impossible. Oh no! Okay, I had to get it to it there. How did that not hit me? It looks like it should have. You motherfucker! It ran me into the pit! What cheapness! I had no way to counter that! Like, when it does the swing, at least I can, stay in the middle. Oh, I'm really not liking this part. And this is not even the last level, either. Hey, when are these platforms gonna line up? Ever? Okay. Oh no! I'm dead. Oh wait, I could have recovered there. Oh, I had to give up. Fuck this part of the game. No, really. There's just so much that can go wrong. And it's so demoralizing having to go all the way back. Nope. Nope, not yet. Not yet. Now's not the time. And you have to wait for it to line up, which is even more annoying, because that's just more waiting that you need to do. Like, just sit there for seconds on end, and probably miss the jump anyway. Like, who'd want to do that? Oh, come on. Okay, now I'm on it. Okay, I should stand on this side. 'Cause I bet you that's safer from the blades. Until I get over here. Don't you dare. Let me get this first. If it's gonna be swinging all the time, I can never hit it. Thank you. And I think there's still 8 nitro boxes I have left to get. The only way this could make me feel better is if all 8 of them are in the same place. Well, 2 of them are together, so that's a start. Okay, 3 of them together. Oh, good. This part might be a lot less stressful. Depending on what I gotta do here. Freaking rats. Alright, that's it. You get this. Oh, they can just withstand TNT like it's nothing. At least the octopi take only 1 hit to get killed. So I got the K. Wait, are some of the letters gonna be in the water? I think I might know what I need to do. First, let's try to get this hostage freed. Oh, that's how. Let me get rid of this jerk first. The TNT respawns. So that can only mean one thing. I'm gonna have to do target practice. Wait, did I get the N? I don't remember getting the N. Did I get the N? Did I get it? What if I go up here? Oh, that's just the way out. Let's free the hostage first. Huh? Did I not stand on the barrel? What is depth perception exactly, huh? I get it now. The barrels are underwater. Alright, alright, alright. I guess I did get the end somewhere and I forgot that I did. At least the aiming is not too bad. Okay, now it makes sense. I guess now they give you all the barrels to jump on. Yeah, see? I have freed you now. Please be grateful for this wondrous bounty you have received. Yeah, I guess we're done with this part. We're on to the boss. Who we're fighting?
You! How did you get in here? You'll never catch me.
He walks there so casually. He's like, I'll just take a couple steps. There we go. What? Just more octopi? Well, I have a feeling the boss is actually that giant one outside. Maybe I just need to kill a lot of its babies. How many do I have to kill in a row, though? Oh god, look how many there are! Like, tag an octopus that's always waking up laying eggs. They just don't stop dying! more do I have to kill? Oh! That many. Oh, great, I'm dead. I hope I don't have to do all that again. Camera. Please. Okay, that's what I gotta do. Throw TNT at its head. Oh, but sometimes the tentacles will hit you right away. Of course. Excellent. Sometimes you don't even see the tentacles coming. Okay, but it's sticking its head there the whole time. Could you imagine if I can only hit it once and then I gotta kill another dozen small octopi? That would have been a miserable that if I could talk. I've been alive in this world for 30 plus years and I never learned how to talk. Wait, how did that still hit the boss? I was in my death screen. And I saw its health still tick down. This is just nearly impossible to dodge all the tentacles in time. Because if you pick up the box, you have to be standing still. And that, of course, that's a prime time to hit you. And I'm taking a lot of damage per tentacle. Getting absolutely, accosted by freaking tentacles. Not how I wanted to spend my day, let's be honest. Maybe an evening, but a day? No way. I have standards, you know. Oh, I almost walked into the water like an idiot. There. Get wrecked. Okay, so I think what I want to do before I go to that rocket, I think I might as well go do the last of the secret levels. Since I have a power level of 9, I can do the one over there. Like right by the ship, or the ship dock. But I think there was another one over at the park. Believe it or not, you have to go all the way back to Root Canal. So, I'll meet you where I can find the secret level. Alright, I made it to the end of the slide section. So there it is, P08. So we can actually go do this one. It just looks like a continuation of Root Canal, only with jumps. And surprisingly, no tentacles, but the holes are there. As if they matter. They don't. They don't even trip you up. Okay, so far so... Ow! Oh no! As soon as I say so far so good, I immediately get hit and I immediately die because I got hit and can't jump out of it. Like, immediately, too. I didn't even finish the sentence. That just seems to happen to me a lot. Oh, Jesus. Wait. I do that little hop when I go near an edge. Does that happen during the slide, too? I don't know. Oh, there was a crank! Was I supposed to hit that crank? Maybe there was a jump I was supposed to skip. But damned if I could tell. Yeah, I think I just saw a crank down there. I don't know how the hell you're supposed to hit it, but you can dare to try. Maybe I have to glide? No, you hop automatically. Oh, you have to jump early. What? Oh, there we go. But that's the first crank. Hold on now. Where's the other one? I'll go ahead and slide past it. Oh, there it is! Oh my god. And it's so far! That's mean! Yeah, so you actually don't have to jump for these gaps at all. It just does it for you. Oh, but how will I even remember what gap I'm supposed to jump? Muscle memory alone's not enough. Okay, not out before that bend, when it starts going a harsh left. Yeah, that's a bit of an annoying level design right there. That you have to use trial and error to find the levers. Oh, that's terrible. How the hell did I not hit that? That was kind of dumb. Okay, not any of these pits coming up. Or those. Okay. I'll keep the boxes there as a guide. I don't know. Not a fan of this one. That by the time you see them, it's already too late. That's not really giving you a chance. At least not a fair one. Okay, so the gaps after the wooden boxes, don't jump into those. Got it. No! I jumped too late! There's still one more secret level I gotta do after this. And I don't know if that's the last one. Could there be a secret level that requires 10 power? I wouldn't put it past the game to do that. But I don't know, like, even, like, then, 3D collectathons weren't like, you needed 100% of this particular stat to get to a secret. Like, they give you a little bit of wiggle room. It's like, oh, maybe 90% of it is fine. So after the wooden boxes, but before the TNT. So this one. That's the last hostage. For this level, of course. Recover. Thank you. And that's it. Cool. That was annoying. Gets you up to 88% completion. So yeah, only the crypt didn't bother to complete. When it comes to the nitro. Good. I don't want to go back to that level ever again. I am content with this outcome. So now I have to head all the way back to the port to do the last secret. And I might as well do that now. Alright, I made it back here, so let's go and get to that last secret, assuming that's the last one. And after that, I'm gonna call it an episode. Because I feel we're on the last stretch of the game. Okay, this one doesn't seem too hard. Maybe the slide is a bit narrow compared to the other ones. But that's really it. I'm okay with taking that hit. There's a golden pumpkin right there anyway. This one doesn't seem too hard. There, I made it. Wait, this one required more power to be able to access. But it was easier than the previous one. Shouldn't they have just, like, done it the other way around? Not many hostages left. Because minus the one in the crypt, there's only 2 more. So maybe that was the last secret. Assuming there will be hostages in the final levels. Which in that case, that was the last secret I just did. Huh. Well then. All that's left is to get on that rocket ship. And we might be close to finishing this game. Alright, see you later everyone. Thanks for watching.